Welcome back to the sewers, to the underground in Long War of the Chosen again. Another undergroundish mission. Not as important as the previous mission we had.
The communications relay is up ahead. Move in and destroy the target.
But I want to level up as many people as possible, so getting an extra mission that we could run at almost zero cost, I think is worth it. So effectively we were paying free intel, we paid 30 for the boost, we get 27 for completing the mission. Seems like a sweet deal to me.
Putting feet to pavement.
Not seeing anything.
No holding back, you hear me?
There.
That's kind of slow, isn't he? Compared to the other shinobi we just had.
Twice if you hardly think once.
I think I see enough that makes this move safe. And if that's safe, then are you also kind of slow? 11 mobility, okay.
I'm all over it.
You're down through the center. This one we have 12 turns, not the 8 turns we had on the other one. Ah, the big old hole here.
I'm attacking.
So, you're gonna bark all day?
I'm surprised we're not seeing any drone here. Let me actually throw a good old scanning protocol in there, showing us. I don't trust that's the first enemy we will come across here. But at least nobody should be in here, so we can move up to that archway. Okay. Maybe not here.
Affirmative.
I'll be there before you
Yes.
know it.
Most untrustworthy half cover I've ever seen.
Let's take out the rubbish.
Hello. Sniper Commando.
These jerks are in for a
Third guy.
world of pain.
Drone is up top and we still see it. That is a good thing. Then we can try to get line of sight for the hack and shut it down with Trojan.
About damn time.
Maybe. Yes.
Absolutely.
Think with that hacking roll we might have been able to hit the control. I don't know. Would have been close, I think. But okay, Rave Commando of course has Shadow Step, so doing any sort of Overwatch ambush is not gonna really work. And on top of that, he's fireproof. So flamethrower ambush, probably also out of the cards.
Oh, this'll be good.
He's not bulletproof, so just shoot him until he stops being a problem. And with the longer timer, I'm okay with taking the time here to take this take out the trash. There's a third guy here somewhere that I don't see right now.
Commander.
Oh, is that a destroyer commando, I think? At least somebody with a point of armor. You shouldn't have a weird line of sight on me, so let's just bring you in there. That's a destroyer commando. That also means we're not gonna be burning anything really. Okay, this is all a little bit awkward. So I keep hearing something like in my right ear right now, like a snaky, sectoidy sound.
Finally.
I think I'll take an extra turn setting up against these guys here. And I know we're not gonna get overwatches at the Rave Commander. He has Shadow Stab. The destroyer might just stand still and do his stupid shield.
Time to take what's ours.
Respect though.
Moving out. I'm on it.
This is like as good as it gets as a close range Overwatch. You can always see like the destroyer's gonna stand still, do his shield. Sniper dies in the Overwatch. The Rave Commando is gonna scatter and move through the wall to that side, so we can't really flank him. And I'm gonna be sitting here like, damn it.
You're rushing me?
You in there, so you can get close range with that shotgun.
Group up here.
Coming back, so they should trigger.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Sorry about that.
I mean, the good news is he's standing out in the open. You little shit. I hate being right sometimes. The good news is though that he's standing there without cover. Well, in a second he's gonna be. Ah, that sucks. That actually sucks. And I really need to kill him. Okay, let me give an extra action to Snaky Snake, who's out of ammo. Oh, hang on. Let's. I want to fire the rocket here, but after he's dead, right?
Well, you look at that? No longer a threat.
Get removed.
It's looking like a revolution.
Have I removed? Oh, cool. I do have still line of sight.
That
Beautiful.
takes care of that.
Get me an evac out here. Yeah, I can probably move up and evac then.
Well,
So we can reload here.
Fine by me.
Evac out here somewhere. Seems good.
Pull back, Chief.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Okay. Let's yoink that loot.
I'm sure the docs will want to see this.
Let me just do a double yoink. We can use the grapple to catch up with the squad here. A basic suppressor and a basic autoloader. Wow. That's insulting.
finally. Here.
Newton and a Sidewinder. That's the 6 enemies. Oh yeah, we need to destroy the thing. We're not hacking the thing, we're destroying the thing. And actually, if I open this door here, that might give us line of sight on these guys and trigger the engagement.
I'm a bad man.
Kinda don't want to do that just now.
Aye.
Get you in position there. So we can open the door and fire a rocket. And I think we're gonna blend and sliver all the way over here. Cool. Where's the rest though? Okay, there's 2 dudes in the back. Puts us at 8 enemies. Maybe a solo drone somewhere.
Going.
Moving away.
Good.
Don't have all day.
Fight him off with all you got.
Just checking the range. I know poison spit on a snake does not give the best results. Don't worry. A little bit stupid, but no, that would be advanced stupid.
I'll take the high road.
That's a grapple. That's a hunter level grapple here.
On my way.
Fair amount of damage we need to get in on that device. Jet, can you get us some eyes on this side?
All right.
doesn't show us anything else. I'm kind of very, very tempted to get in close with that shotgun. Get in close range.
I'm coming.
Got it covered.
Group up, pals.
So we're gonna lose concealment at the start of my next turn. So if they are still in my vision, we're gonna activate then, which is not a terrible time to activate. Or we might just activate as they move in here and see me. Not a single Overwatch fired there. Okay. A little bit concerned about that other group. But we can't move and scout. Alright, let's just go here. Didn't trigger the other group. Cool. I need like enough damage that this is a takedown. Perfect.
I've got you. All right, move to win. I'm jumping in.
Let's be mute on. Did we get that upgraded gauntlet? Yeah. That is paying off bigly. And then I think in that case we're gonna start doing damage to the device because 24 is a lot of health.
You don't have to tell me twice.
We let him simmer. Let him cook. Your mute on until they're crispy and well done from all sides.
Tough day.
Okay, we might have to shoot him a little bit on top of that. What's up today with Advent not wanting to fight? Are they really sitting somewhere in the back, not doing anything?
Yes.
They certainly are. Reef Commando. Katia.
All right, going for it.
I'm gonna need that extra ammo. Give me that.
Lock and load.
And grapple again next turn, but we can't actually grapple here anywhere. But if I move up, sitting in half cover and risking yellow alert shot setting Den Mother, which I don't want, gives me a better chance to actually contribute to the fight next turn. Or next turn we just move, grapple up, and then flamethrower something or so? I don't know. I'd really like to stay back here.
Menace 1-5, we've confirmed destruction of the relay. The alien transmission is down. Eliminate any remaining hostiles and move
Not
to
cover
evac.
anymore. I'm not gonna pick that up just yet. In fact, since I don't have an upgraded sword, I'm gonna move back with Jet here. So that I have a larger distance to move to get a damage bonus on Flash.
All right.
Looks like they called in backup.
6 and help.
Reinforcements incoming. Okay, it's a concern. Brave Commando has a way too good position right now. Most of this seems like indestructible cover, but let's see what this rocket does. Oh, I think Mr. Rave Commando just lost the cover game, huh?
Orders confirmed. Moving out. Enemy down.
To 9, yeah, good thing I moved back further. Right, yeah, it's 6 to 8 in the sky, 7 to 9 here.
I'm not big on surprises. Information right at my disposal. I'd like it.
Okay, we're done with 15,000 voice lines there. How are we looking here?
Yep, just like old
If you grab this kill,
I like you better dead.
and you grab this loot. Except you don't actually have line of sight to the loot tile because this cover is still there, except at the bottom, and then it doesn't count as cover anymore. If your feet can't take cover, then nobody's in cover.
Failing means you're playing.
Guess we're not having your Overwatch. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. That is manageable.
Advent troops here.
Never mind, it's an 11 HP heavy frost droid. Holy crap. Shoot the other guy. We can hack the droid. Or maybe we just
This
leave.
is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Assuming the jet can easily make it.
Bold strategy.
Smash that one.
Just for completeness sake.
Sticking with you.
Upgraded gauntlets. Doing work.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Walk the walk. Adios.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
As I said, we paid free intel effectively to boost this. We get a POI and no wounds, flawless mission, bunch of XP.
Even now, our enemy lurks in the shadows, plotting to destroy all we have built, to return us to the chaos of the old world. Only together can we oppose them. United in the Elders' love for us, we shall prevail, no matter the cost.
I was wondering what's happening with the snake in the Sky Ranger. Maybe it's not actually a snake, it's just a dude in a snake suit, and it's like finally like, oh, I can finally stretch my legs after slithering through the mission the whole time.
by one, we're evening up the score, Commander. Good work.
That sucks. That is a tired snake. Guess we're not gonna have you for the UFO assault. Or for that other mission. Two rookies. Well, rookies. Could be more than two, actually. 2 days to scan. Alright, let me double check. This was a supply crate extraction, which doesn't matter. This is a counter hidden dark event. Only I always say, oh, you gotta look at the dark event so you know what's happening. So the hidden event is one of those that we saw last month already. Man, I almost want to go back to whatever episode that was where we looked at them. Let's set up the UFO first. That's the more important mission either way. Okay, so what are we gonna need? We will definitely need our bounty hunter for sniping. And then, since you're bonded anyway, our grenadier for, well, grenade sniping. Yeah, let's call it that. Then we need somebody to scout for us. I'm kind of thinking maybe Agent and Crasher can deal with that other mission. So in terms of scouting, whatever, Saboteur for scouting, then our Prowler for some additional firepower. Okay. I think we're gonna bring Sen in and grab the magnetic bullpup. Magnetic bullpup with AP rounds. And let's see if we can get a 6th person in without boosting. Like, I'm kind of feeling the roboticist here for hacking, remote hacking the console. And since you usually encounter a bunch of mechs on a UFO, alternatively, I did like the rockets. The upgraded gauntlets. The fire is gonna be effectively useless though. So it's like 2 rockets and then it's a lot of hot air. I did say I wanted to bring our psyops. I did say that. You see, we don't have an inducer carbine and we don't have a Psi PCS for you, so you're gonna be much less effective than your training buddy. It already puts us way over. So question, if we go to 7 people, if we need to boost anyway, right? Let's say we bring you in here. Gets us to 74. So with a boost we're at 100%. Okay. Not getting intel back from this one though. So this is an intel investment without getting any return for it. That being said, we're about to do an HQ, and on an HQ assault you do get 4 or 5 data pads always. So if we're really low on intel, we can crack 1 or 2 of those. PCS we have here. In advanced hacking we have a superior perception. Like, I would probably prefer depth perception. Would I? Don't you get something later on? Or maybe already? Some dodge ignore? No? Thinking of somebody else. You get dodge ignore with Hunter's Focus. $30 dodge ignore. But I'm also like, you have so much aim. Between the odds, against the odds, and open fire. I'm not sure you need the superior perception. But you know what? PCS that is just sitting in my chest here is not gonna help me win missions. So we're gonna throw that in here, and we're gonna throw in the hacking PCS over here. If there's a chance that we can like control hack like a mech on that mission, that might make a big difference. Okay, we got a bunch of medkits, free medkits, we got grenades, we got fun stuff, we got AP ammo where it matters. Hit it.
Sky Ranger deployed. We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Okay, and let's look at this again. Now, if we have to boost this, that's gonna be another intel drain. But I think we can probably foreman this. The question of who's gonna be the other guys to help you foreman this. So yeah, I didn't bring the Keeper and the Marksman Carbine on that other mission, so maybe this is gonna be... Combat Presence, gonna really amplify the damage we do here. You can do the hack. You can hack with your sword. Get the fire in here. That wonderful new gauntlet. That's a decent infiltration timer still. I don't like the willpower on Den Mother here. Honestly, you might get tired after this mission. So either we send somebody else or we get you that focus PCS. I know we probably, since we want to build you as a sniper, long term we want again a depth perception or something like that. We have so many candidates for depth perception. So many candidates. I think this is gonna be fine. Did we pick up any more decent attachments? We have an elite scope liner, an elite laser sight, an elite expanded magazine. Why did I put none of those on the UFO? Why did I not do this? I think I'll pop the scope on this thing. Not gonna be a bad choice. And yeah, have a heavy barrel on this. Come with tradecraft by default. Wasn't even aware of that. That Crasher had that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that slot empty. I think we just take the quick infiltration time. In and out in 20 minutes. Quick adventure.
Sky Ranger in position to drop.
Also means we can complete this mission before the supply drop comes, which is gonna be nice, I think. And with all of that being said and done, we have enough monies to actually start the advanced mech weapon research once the combat armor finishes, so I think we're gonna grab those rookies here.
Avenger plotting new course.
$61 on this. Yeah, it's gonna happen before the supply drop comes in.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing
On, give me an
efforts.
inspiration on advanced mech. Mental weapons inspired. I am not opposed to that. Because I think Frostbomb is still gonna be real good, and Hunter's Axe is also just a nice weapon.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled.
Might be a mistake. Like, if the inspiration is usually like, I don't know, 20% research time, so instead of 30 hours, it's 24 hours, it's like, eh. Might not have been worth it. By the way, okay, we don't have any more rookies. Was there anyone we could recruit here? Yes, but not for psionics, but maybe for regular training. And at the moment we're still training 2 people. We got another rookie ready for recruitment. Check first what we get here. Or...
Commander, we currently have no new supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Zoe White is decidedly average. No, that's the wrong button. View soldiers. Alright, 4 new friends. None of them with any significant size stat whatsoever. 24 is the best we have. I still wonder if I throw him into side training. Because it's not like we can create new psionic soldiers from thin air. And it's also not costing me anything, and at the moment I can't do GTS training anyway. Only downside is you're going to be blocking that spot when our other psionics, when the real psionics get back here. Alright, let me have another look at the other 3. Okay, nobody has any hex score to talk about. These 2 guys have 20 dodge though. 20 dodge on a rookie. That's kinda wild. Dare I say it? With Staff Sergeant Hoplite, so we could unlock Hoplite training and train at least one of them into a Hoplite. Maybe, okay, I'm feeling a little bit dirty saying that. Maybe a tanky Hoplite. Stack a bunch of dodge. Triple check in here. Okay, nothing to do. Carry on.
Setting course for Sector 5, India.
Our inspiration did prove beneficial.
How about you get another inspiration now, huh? Mr. Tigan, how do you feel about that? He's not feeling it. Okay, advanced mech.
I will begin our research immediately.
The only other downside of doing it this way now with the research is that, well, the HQ assault is about to be ready to launch, right? Should be any second now. Never mind. Still 1 day 20. Didn't I say this was coming before the supply drop came? Did I just misread that so much? Or maybe this was showing as 4 days when it really just was 3 days and 4 hours? I don't think it makes a huge difference either way.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
I didn't look at the dark events another time. We did look at them earlier in the episode. I can go into the footage and see what the dark events were that are getting hidden now. One was the sectoid thing, which was, I was going to say, it was kind of weird because it says, you know, sectoid stuff is now free action, but it already is. But I guess it no longer having a cooldown is a problem.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
My understanding of your methods, of your means of resistance, grows so very quickly.
So yeah, I definitely, absolutely. First of all, I'm gonna screenshot this. Some enemies can greatly increase grenade throwing range. Yeah, okay. I don't know what greatly increased is, although that is, I think that is actually really annoying. Well, again, it's the some enemies. It's like who's gonna be it? Just tell me, give me just an idea of who's gonna be. I'm fairly certain, and it's like floaters, and they have absurd grenade throwing range with that. I'm not sure who else is gonna be affected. Since it says grenade throwing range, maybe it doesn't affect engineers. Biotroopers. Oh god, this is just, that sounds awful. This is worse actually. While burning, Vipers can take primary weapon shots with increased accuracy. So, not only do you lose the option of controlling snakes with fire, but it actually buffs them. So the whole thing about the Requiem snakes being allergic to fire is like suddenly a huge trap. Because of Hearts of Ice. Okay, dark events are hidden again. I wonder, you know, the one dark event I'm currently countering, if I had gone ahead and paid Intel to reveal it, if then the game would hide it again, since it runs the whole script of hiding the dark events when the supply drop comes. We have a counter-chosen activity for the grenade throwing range. That's good. And maybe we'll get something here. If I find the Templars is then the one to counter maybe the burning snakes. I think actually, because I'm curious about this, sealed armor has expired. Well, it's not expired for this mission, but it won't spawn more missions with this. I wanna do the covert action finish here. I wanna see my Templar, and I wanna see what covert options we get. Okay, no trauma or injuries or anything, although I think we started it. Did we start it before we had trauma chance? I don't even remember. Faction hero, no ambush.
My people understand the value of our cooperation, Commander.
Please get a shirt.
Nothing more than raw materials. I greet you as an ally, facing a shared enemy.
No shirt, no service.
My followers seek balance with the psionic forces that flow through the earth and all its inhabitants. We channel this energy, aided by technology of our own design, to pursue justice for those who have fallen victim to the Elders and their servants. With our
Did it reorder this? Templars now at the bottom?
Orders, Commander.
Alright, shut up. I think we want to counter this. If we can counter chosen activities, we want to counter them. %, failure chance, 5% ambush chance. But before we do that, first of all, let me look at our Templar. 17 mobility and 74 doesn't seem like terrible aim. Negative dodge is 49 will. You rolled a good stat line. Let me guess, low combat intelligence or something like that. So Templar get the occult ramblings, which means basically, you know, you can only go on Templar covert actions stuff. As an extra life-saving roll. Yeah, okay. What we get? Soul Mania. Interesting. Might merge parkour. Untouchable. We could consider, you know, after doing any sort of risky attack, leaving you in there, close to the enemies, and hitting a bunch of them with Soul Mania. So my usual build in the last few times has always been centered around Arcwave and Apo, which is a really strong combo. I wonder though if something with Ionic Storm might be interesting, although there might also be, I have heard some rumors about some Templar changes in the work, because Ionic Storm just scales insanely with high focus. I'm just looking at potential slight alternatives, right? So I always like the interaction of if we're going in there and shielding up to take advantage of Soul Mania later on, right? Then we're more likely to get also shot at, you know, because we're not running back to safety, because we're likely shielding up. So into middle to take the shot, get focus out of it, and reflex, get an extra action out of it. Now, I'm not saying I'm building a tank Templar, but we might take some tanky perks. And forgo superior aptitude. Do like invert very much. I'll have to think about this. I don't want to, you know, sit here deliberating for 15 minutes what I want to do with my Templar. Also, I just realized since we just started a new campaign on stream, and for the stream campaigns I always disable the character pool so that we get randomly generated characters, and now also here, because I forgot to enable it again, you get randomly generated characters. So anyway, let's start the covert action. Just so that I don't forget it and that it doesn't like suddenly trigger and then you can't counter it anymore. We're gonna need somebody who can potentially, well, not necessarily fight, but at least survive the ambush. Also, ideally, again, I don't know how it works with people getting assigned the faction from running the covert action. So who was on that covert action just now? Huh. Did nobody else get occult ramblings? Oh no, yeah, here. Oh no, you're just too low. You're just too low and you're muton. Just looking at people that we can't assign to this covert action because they're blocked from running for this faction. Interesting. Well, Clover tells me that I don't know how that system works. Anyway, what do we need? We need corporals at least, but it's also 70% failure chance. I don't think we can get there with just corporals. %5 ambush chance. So I'm gonna take some equipment, but I'm also not gonna take too much. Like, I'm not even gonna build you some new gauntlets. We'll be fine. Alright, that all being said, we're at 100%, even over 100% over here. It's a 7 to 9 enemy mission. We have 4 people ready to go. And after that, it's gonna be HQ assault time. Because this is at a 99%, so also about ready to go. So we might have a... I still don't want to put both missions into one episode. So we might have a little bit of a shorter episode tomorrow, and then after that it's a long HQ assault. Keep in mind, the Chosen will show up on that HQ, so extra spicy. For now though, we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.